Alright, so with St. Patrick's Day right around the corner, I'm going to take a look at a few decks that may fit the theme. This first deck, called Lucky, for sure fits the theme, and these other two are just kind of a green-ish deck with mythical creatures and the Fae. But let's go ahead and start off with Lucky here. So all three of these decks are going to have the same kind of box score, where it's just a paper box with a printed design on it and some text that indicates the name of the deck. But they are going to have actually only slightly different scores overall. All of the cards are going to be an air cushion finish, and then the back are also all going to be considered simple patterns or patterns with text. And basically nothing super fancy, some simple shapes, and text that kind of identifies it. That's what the backs of these look like. As for the faces of the cards, this is where things are going to be all a little different. Now you do have some extra cards here. You got this extra lucky card, which says some stuff on it that I do not know how to read. The box itself also has that right up here on the top, but again, I don't know what that says. Here's a double-sided card. Comes with the deck. You can use that for some magic tricks. And then here we go, starting with Joker. A couple of Jokers there. And then here you got your Ace of Spades, which is, pretty fancy looking. But then the rest of the deck is pretty much just regular looking pips. They do have a unique color scheme. The blacks are green, and then the reds are gold, actually. Green and gold, just like that. There's the Ace of Diamonds. So it does have the unique colors, also the unique royal cards, as you can see here. Got a Jack, Queen, King, another King, Queen, Jack, and then, oh yeah, so I am going to give this card or deck 1/4 of the normal score for unique pips, because instead of clubs you got clovers here, and this kind of really fits the theme. If you're gonna play some card games on St. Patrick's Day, might as well use this deck, right? Here's some more royal cards, and then that is pretty much it. Green and gold color scheme, unique royal cards, one unique suit, standard bicycle layout. So that is going to bring this lucky deck up to 14.53 out of 20, which is a 72.65 out of 100. Lucky deck. So moving on, we got Mythical Creatures. This is another interesting deck that's kind of got some green colors to it. Here is the back, another pattern. Doesn't have any text, but doesn't need to, it just qualifies as a pattern. Not a pattern made of pictures, because these are just kind of simple looking shapes. You got some flowers and some squiggly lines. Nothing that's like identifiable as really too much. Maybe this is like a beetle, but it's just going to be qualifying as a pattern. Here you got some extra information on what the royal cards are. This deck will have unique royal cards. Like the king is the king of diamonds is going to be Andro Sphinx. You got some extra little information cards here on what the royal cards are supposed to be. Here's another double-sided card. And then you got your two jokers here. Plus, I am going to give this deck some unique pip designs with the different symbols inside here. It looks like I have used this deck before because the cards are not in the normal boxed order. Here are some royal cards. Got your kings. Interesting. And then So it is going to be standard bicycle pips with unique, or standard arrangement I should say, with unique pips and unique royal cards. Not a unique color scheme, but also had that extra cards in the beginning. And we'll just finish fanning through these cards here. So this deck is going to end up a total of 14.5 out of 20, which is 72.5 out of 100. And now, finally here, we got the Fae as a playing card deck. That's all you got for the box here. Again, same box score, material score, and back score of a pattern. Nothing identifiable as a specific object or anything in here. And again, this extra card kind of identifies what the royal cards are supposed to be. Here's another double back card. And then you got your two jokers, some chairs, I guess. And then you got your ace of spades here. This deck is going to get, I think there's a slight bit of yellowish paper color to the backs, but it's hardly noticeable right now. This deck is going to be basically the same as the last deck. You got your unique pips and royal cards, but I'm not going to give it unique colors, and it is going to have the extra card. And we will just finish fanning through these cards here, and I'll slow down on the royal cards because those are the only thing really different between each. So yeah, this is kind of like an Irish guy here. You guys got a cloth in his hat, so you could use this deck on St. Patrick's Day as well. But obviously, that first lucky deck is the main themed one. So this deck is going to get the same score of a 14.5 out of 20, which is 72.5 out of 100. So if we review again real quick, you've got a 72.65, and then both of these are 72.5. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.